Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Eurovision 2021 interview. Today, I am joined by the one, the only Jendrik of Germany. Hi, Jendrik.
Hello. How are
How
you?
I'm doing good. I just had my lunch break and everything like that because I'm over here in America, so we are
Oh,
quite behind you in terms of time.
so you just had you had lunch break. What time is it?
Right now, it's 1:15 p.m.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you're like a early lunch person because I'm usually eating my lunch at 3 o'clock. Actually,
Yeah,
three p.
so if I can, there are some days where I just can't avoid it, and it's two
Nice.
thirty, 3 o'clock. So
You seem very organized. I like that. Very
I
good.
try. I try. Well, how has the Eurovision experience been for you so far? I know it's kind
Oh,
of
it's been
chaotic.
okay, chaotic. Oh well, it's always chaotic, but only because of me. Actually, the thing is very organized and it's pretty amazing. Like everything is so well organized. You come into the hall like yesterday for the first rehearsal. You went in, and then went to the dressing room and we changed, and then there were like different rooms, and each and everyone had their own like topic. In the one you got your microphone, and the next one you did the sound check, and then the next one you got your microphone taped, and you got your in ears, and then you went to the next room, the waiting room, and after the waiting room we went on stage, and after the stage we went to the viewing room. But before we went into the viewing room, we were in the pre-viewing room where we sat and waited to be left into the viewing room. It was pretty crazy. Like it's so well organized, and there's so many different settings, but it's yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, and I think if I remember this correctly, you've only been there for like maybe less than 2 days so far. When did you arrive in
Yeah,
Rotterdam?
this is my second day. So I've arrived 2 days ago, and we 2 days ago we got our first corona test, and yeah, this has been now no day three. This is day three. So
Day
the
three.
arrival day is day one, then yesterday was day two, and this is day three now.
Okay, so you probably haven't really been able to see much besides like the Ahoy Arena and the hotel, have you?
Actually, we had a trip in the morning. We got to see
Ah,
a few places in Rotterdam in the morning, so that was very nice.
wonderful. Well, where was your favorite place that you visited?
Well, we couldn't walk because of Corona, like because of the strict rules. So we were only allowed to be in the bus or in the boat taxi, and that was really
Oh,
cool. I really enjoyed riding on the river in the boat taxi. That was pretty cool.
interesting. Yeah, I've heard from a lot of people. There's been some people who were like, yeah, we've seen the city through our tour bus. And I'm like, take a picture like with famous landmarks out the window. Like you can pretend like you visited, this famous museum or whatever. Um,
Yeah, well,
hopefully,
yeah, we haven't like we weren't really in the city, but we were on the taxis, and we were on this tower, the viewing tower, which was really nice. And we were in the harbor museum. It was pretty cool. Um, but of course, we weren't in the middle of the city because of Corona.
yeah. Well, and I would say probably during this whole just experience of all of this, you have probably been the artist that I would attribute the most positivity and humor to. And I think that with kind of again everything that's happening around the world right now, that's been very good and very lively. So where does that come from? Is that just natural for you? Is there a source to that?
I think it's trained. If you're thinking any source, no, I do not take any drugs. I'm actually against any kind of drugs. I've never taken any drugs because a lot of people always assume I'm like on cocaine or something, but that is like I think I would never do it just for the reason that I would lose this energy. I think because then I had even more energy, and after that I would lose it. So it's not because of drugs. I think it's training. I think I started training being optimistic or being yeah, not like trying to see positive in every negative when I started like when I was 16 or 17 years old. And like yeah, it's just training. If you try to have a positive thought every day, even if it doesn't work at the beginning, sooner or later it will work, and then you will get better at it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think a big source of your positivity has come from that TikTok series that you've kind of been doing on social media. I have been watching them. They have been absolutely hysterical. But I will say the one that was probably the most relatable was the one that you posted while you were packing for Eurovision. Because I've been covering, I mentioned this to you, we've been covering it from the States. So I'm about 7 hours behind. So 2 a.m. is my wake up call. And when you posted that, I retweeted it and I said, that is such a mood. Like, that's when I leave bed and I'm like, it's time for Eurovision. Like,
Yeah. Oh my word. Yeah. Oh my word. Yeah. It was very early. And
yeah.
then seriously, because I actually had an interview in the morning at, oh, oh, it's 2021 right now. Do you want to be in my Instagram post
Yeah,
for
sure.
2021? Because I'm doing this, I don't know why I'm doing this own challenge that I did myself, posting what I'm doing every day at 2021. But yeah, awesome. Oh, what is this? This is wrong. You
Uh-oh.
receive. Oh no. Oh, I think I got an Instagram update and it's so weird. But
Oh.
it worked fine. So let me real quickly do posting what I'm. You need to tell me your doing at your handle, your account name. So
It is at ESC United.
at ESC U
UNITED.
all written together.
Yep, all together.
Oh, okay. I have to do that after this because I'm in flight mode right now. So I will do this. Can
Oh.
I go out on flight mode, or is that okay? I can go out on flight mode. I no team and they're telling me to go out of flight mode, so it's perfect.
It's because
Let's do it.
we can't have you being distracted or bothered during this. This is important
Yeah,
interview.
exactly. And then my alarm went off.
It's
Okay.
okay. We can edit this. And in fact, this probably will get edited anyway. So
And post. Okay.
perfect.
Continue. Sorry. What was your
All right.
question again?
Well, one of my questions was really going to be like, out of that TikTok series, is there one that you think is probably your favorite kind of compilation of videos that you've made?
I don't know. That is actually a new question. Wow. Congrats on finding a new question. I've never thought about that. Well, at the beginning, of course, the third one was my favorite. It's still in German, because it got like 250K views on TikTok, and that was like after that one, I got messaged. So that's still like part of my favorite videos, just because that's how it all started. But what I like the songs, when I create songs, I like
Mm-hmm.
those because they are fun to make, even though they take even more time. So there won't be probably any more songs in the next 10 days, just because they take a lot of time. But it's always fun creating those. So maybe one of them.
Okay. Yeah, and I mean, if I ever need a jingle or like a tagline, I feel like you are the person to tap on because it sounds, I mean, you just like basically just sing what's happening. So I feel like I could just send you something and I would get like a minute long song back and I'd be like,
Totally.
there you go, there's a
Totally.
soundtrack.
This is the challenge now. Maybe I'll do that challenge in the next few days. I actually used to do that on Instagram. I used to do quick. How did I call quick compose
Yeah.
sessions? When I asked the followers, just send me a topic, and then I just did a little quick composing on them. So maybe I will do that in the next days. I'm not sure. We'll
Okay,
see.
well, there you go. I just gave you some free social media content. You're welcome.
Yay!
Well, thinking about specifically the music video and things like that, I know that there's been a not necessarily contentious piece here, but the peace sign, which has been reformed from the middle finger outfit. When you originally made that, did you know that it was going to have to get converted into the peace sign?
No, of course not. When I created the music video, I did not expect to go any near the Eurovision Song Contest. And when I got in the pre-selection, when I got into the final of the pre-selection, the live performance that we did back in November, and I wrote them, I would love to have my middle finger on stage with me. And then they wrote me back, oh, we want to have the live final like it is in the Eurovision Song Contest. So we
Mm.
will not allow the middle finger. So you have to change it. So actually, I changed it back then to the peace sign, because I still wanted to have my hand on stage. And
Yeah.
the peace sign also fits the song. So she's part of it.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that that's something that's so cool about like that creative process is that, not only were you doing this for the Eurovision Song Contest with a song that I think really fits your personality, that project was also kind of a collaboration between you and your friends and the music video and tapping on people around you. If you had to pick a piece of the music video that's your favorite, and I'm not asking you to like pick favorites from your friends, but a piece or an element of the music video that's your favorite, what would you say?
Oh, that is hard. Actually, I would actually probably just say the holy color party at the end when we all were in the saloon. Just, oh, a light just turned off. Did you see that? That
I
was
did.
scary. So I probably would choose one of the moments. Yeah, the holy party, because everybody was part of that, and we were generally having, actually no, to say, I was just about to say we were all having fun, but no, Elvin, she's with me here in Rotterdam also on stage. She said after being in there, that's the reason why in the music video there's a shot of her with eyes closed doing like this in slow motion while the holy colors, she couldn't see, her eyes were burning. She was
Oh,
like, oh, and she got out and was like, oh, fuck, I can't see shit. Oh, I'm just burned so bad. Oh, it was hilarious. So, but she didn't enjoy it, but I did. So that's still my favorite moment. But yeah.
so do you feel like the those colors showing up on the LED screen on the stage are like triggering to her in any way?
Oh, I should ask her. Oh, I should ask her about that. Actually, what the girls found out yesterday, like the three who are doing the trumpets, while they're doing this, there's also holy colors happening on the floor, and that did not happen before, and they get dizzy because of all like they're doing this, and there's like movement on the floor, and they go up and down, and they're like, oh my, they said, we can't, we're being so big, we were like, I was nearly puking myself. And so what they're doing now is like going up, and then when they go down, still being with the eyes like up there. It's like
Yes.
it's hilarious.
Yes, yes. Well, and one thing that I am also interested in, specifically around Eurovision 2021, I don't know if you know this or not, but there is another artist from the Big Five who also brings some brass and trumpets to the stage. And it's James Newman from the
That's
UK.
true.
Do you feel like you have a competition from him simply because you've shown up with some brassy trumpets?
I'm not sure, because like I don't see any of them as competition, because I don't see myself as competition. So why would I see them as competition? Um, yeah, we'll see where. I think it depends on where the songs are in the contest, in which order they will be played,
Hmm.
because I'm not the only one who is wearing a pink jacket neither, and I'm not the only one who is like on stage with three women neither, and I'm not the only one who's having like comical elements either. So you can always pick something that the different artists is always also doing. So yeah, to say he's the competition just because of the dresses, I think that's no, not like that.
Yeah, and it was, because obviously since you all kind of rehearsed back to back when we were watching rehearsals yesterday, we were like, oh, here he is, the brass instruments. I kind of expected that from the, oh, what is it? Was it the Schlager Champions show? I
Yeah,
think that when you did that performance, and it's like, oh, okay, we were kind of bringing some elements from there, and then
yeah.
James Newman's giant trumpets descended from the ceiling, and I was like, oh my, like someone got the memo that they needed to
Someone
upgrade.
wants to have brass on stage.
Yes, yes. Well, in thinking about the other Eurovision artists,
Yes.
if you, and I know that I Don't Feel Hate is a very special song to you, but if you had to replace that song with another song from the Eurovision 2021 list, which one do you think that you would choose to perform at Eurovision?
If I had to choose one of the others from the other artists,
Mm-hmm.
I actually got that question in an interview before you, but I can't remember what I said. I think I said Portugal. Yeah, because
Okay.
I like the song, and I think, yeah, I would love to sing that just because it seems so nice. It just
Yeah.
seems so nice to sing.
Yeah,
I would love.
it's a very low tempo kind of song. So it's a big difference between your entry and theirs, you know.
Yeah, but the thing is, I actually write a lot of slow songs too, and I haven't sent them in this year because obviously Germans wanted to, like, the juries wanted to pick a uptempo song. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. But I'm actually, like, I actually write a lot of slow songs and very moody songs. So
Hmm.
I would probably pick one of those.
Okay. Well, in I know that you are an artist, and, and I think that you've said this in a couple of interviews that like you did not expect to get selected and things like that. But for other artists out there whose dream is to also go to Eurovision and be the future Jendrik of Germany, what advice would you have for them whilst they kind of navigate the process?
Don't Well, I have two advices. The first one would be, don't be afraid to just go for it. If you have a dream or if you have something you want to achieve in life, don't be afraid to think of it. Don't be afraid to say it out loud, even if it's the impossible thing. Don't be afraid to say it, and don't be afraid to go for it. That's the first thing I would say. And in context of the Eurovision, I would say, be aware of your weaknesses and your strength.
Mm.
Like, know what you're good at and know what you're not good at, because you want to show your strength on stage, I think. And then, because then you feel the most comfortable with yourself if you feel comfortable by showing what you can do. And that's what I'm doing. I know that I can have fun because I have fun doing that song. So I'm totally going with that. If I had to, like, sing, I don't know, high belty notes, I couldn't do it. So I'm not doing that, just because I know that's not my strength. I could do it actually, but I shouldn't. So I think yeah, know your strengths. What is your strength? If it's your voice, go on your voice. If it's your character, go with your character. If it's your entertainment ability, go with your entertainment. You have to find your strengths and weaknesses, and then I think that's
Yeah.
what can get you to the Eurovision Song Contest.
Yeah, and thinking maybe about after Eurovision, which I know that we've got like a whole nother like 7 days in front of us before that even happens. But is there any plans, projects, music? What's kind of maybe on the horizon for you?
Well, I've been writing songs during this whole journey, over all the emotions that I've felt during this whole thing. So there's a few songs that I've been writing, and I would love to bring them out into the world to show what has been going on in my mind during this time. But it's just a question of money right now, because I don't have the money. I'm broke pretty
Hmm.
much. So I have to save a bit money. Well, I get money from the NDR, of course, but it's not enough to record 5 songs, obviously, because that's quite expensive, or 10 songs. I'm not sure how many songs you should just record when you do something like that. Yeah, it's just a question of money. I would love to do that. Actually, I'm planning on doing it. I have a producer that I asked, but I have to see after like, it will all get fixed after the Eurovision Song Contest. Right now, it's
Yeah,
like still swimmy swummy.
got you. Well, how can people maybe support you? Social media, YouTube, Spotify. Kind of give us some of the plugs so we can kind of help you out in that regard.
Yes, well, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. There's my account name. My name is underline Jendrik. And also, why not follow me on YouTube? I don't know what my YouTube channel is called, but it's somewhere out there. And yeah, I have Twitter. I don't know what my Twitter handle is. I think it's Jendrik with a lot of Ks,
A
four,
lot
four
of
Ks.
Ks. Yes.
Yeah, Jendrik with a lot of Ks. And also, you can support me by calling for me in 1 week. That would be fun. On
Yes.
the next Saturday, just call for me. Give me your vote. I would love that.
There you go. Alrighty. Well, it has been such a pleasure. I don't want to take up too much of your time because I know that you are busy. You got things to do. You got a rehearsal to prepare for tomorrow. But thank
Oh,
you so
sure, I've got a
much.
rehearsal tomorrow.
Yes, yes. Well, in case you forgot, I'll just send you a little reminder there. But thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for taking some time out of your day to talk with me and share this space with me. It means so much. Hopefully, you continue to enjoy this experience, and I cannot wait to see you in the grand final next week and see just how much you're gonna blow the roof off of Ahoy.
Oh, it's going to be too crazy. Probably too crazy for most of the audiences, but I will have fun.
As long
So,
as you have fun, that's what matters.
yeah, exactly. Thank you so
Alrighty,
much.
you're welcome. Bye,
Bye.
Jendrik.